Hello friends, this is Darvish Lodi. I'm a senior integration developer. We're discussing the cache scope in MuleSoft. Let's get started. So this cache scope in MuleSoft is used to improve performance by storing frequently used responses and avoiding redundant processing. Here are its key uses. So first one is improving performance. Improving performance says stores responses of frequency invoked APIs or functions to prevent redundant processing, reduce execution time for repeated requests. So cache scope basically is storing the reusable thing which will be required multiple times. Like suppose I'm giving an example, you required first to call the API as an authentication token, right? And that token you have to use to call your main API. So that token you have to store in a cache so you don't have to call multiple times the authorization API. Okay, so this is like how it will helps to improving performance because the time of execution is compared to less if we are using the cache scope. Second one is reducing backend load. So authentication API is also available in a backend side, right? So if we are not calling multiple times, obviously the backend load will be reduced. Going to the next, optimizing expensive computation, right? So this authorization call also, every API calls has a cost, right? So this is like the example of this. Like if you are not calling multiple times, obviously you will be uh, saving the money, correct? The next one is enhancing scalability. Okay, so you can enhance your scalability by using the cache scope, handling repeated API calls. Okay, so this is like useful for the API with the infrequent updates, so you can read it and understand it. So now we are going to start the practical. Okay, so let's go into the screen now. This is the cache scope example we built in a Anypoint Studio. So there's a one scheduler for to calling the API, and this is the cache scope. Under the cache scope we are having the transformations message and one logger. Outside of the cache we have a one set variable and one transform message. Yeah, so what exactly happening in cache scope? Okay, this is a transfer message. So this is saying like this is a token value of the data to be cached. Okay, and this is a logger which is printing the log message inside the cache scope. Okay, so you can consider this transfer message is like your authorization API basically. So when you call it, this cache scope will be store their access token and reuse it. Okay, so I'll go to the cache configurations. So this is the cache configurations. So I'll just open it. You see there's the object store we were using it. So in this object store you see they are the max entries are 10 and we are using a persistent in nature, and entity TTL is a 1 minute and the expiration is just 59 seconds. So every 59 seconds it will check and it will remove it. Okay, you can use it for your authorization token is the valid for the 1 hour, so you can use the 59 minutes, and MTTTL you can use the 60 minutes. Okay, and here the key expression we are using the cache data as a variable. So what will happen in a project, one first time you will call it, it will be calling this transformations. Okay, and it will store into the cache, and next time it will run, it will not calling this transformations under of the cache, it will directly using the value of the cache and proceed further. Okay, so I am already running this project, so let's start. This is a payload. Right now it's a payload is null. Okay, so you see right now it's come under the transform message. So I just go through it and you see this is the token, or this is a payload value under the transform message. Now I have stored it. Now it come to this set variable. Okay, now this is done. Okay, now you see again the trigger will start it because we are using a scheduler. Okay, now what exactly this cache will do? Now it will not call this transformation, not even the logger. It will be called directly the set variable. You see, You remember, I have put the object store value is a 1 minute. So after 1 minute, it will be automatically call again inside of this transfer message and store it in a cache and reuse it. So you can use this same concept on your multiple use cases for authorization, a token API call, if you want to store any lookup table, lookup data, from, or even you have to get some external data from the third party websites, databases, any calculation formulas, any currency data, like multiple use cases can be, for using this cache scope. This is very, very helpful or useful. So I'll try it again. Okay, it's not 1 minute yet done. Let's wait. It will become here, and after that it will be reusing again. You see, 1 minute it's over. Now it's coming under the again the transfer message. Okay, and it will again go to the logger and it will be using a set variable. Okay, so this set variable, basically this transformation is having this cache data. Okay, so you can see this data. Okay, even in a variable also. Okay, so it will be automatically storing the payload which is coming from this cache. Okay, so I opened all the configuration so you can reuse it in your project. Thank you. Have a nice day. Please follow and subscribe, and please let me know if you have any questions, or if you want to make me any videos regarding any topic. Please do comment. I will definitely proceed that.